What's up, Exeters? We're here tonight in a very cool, very old place. We're in Alton. Alton. I always get it wrong. Illinois. Behind us, the McPike Mansion. Well, Freeman just used the portalette.
Was there any ghost in there?
No, there's toilet paper though.
Well, that's nice.
There's probably one flap, so I wouldn't get too excited.
Oh, considering I've had a turtle head brewing all day.
You look really technical with your little bag and your ghost box and
I'm ready.
And your little hat on. Like,
I'm ready to investigate and bust some ghosts.
looks very technical and professional.
The McPike Mansion has 12 known spirits within its walls. And for once, there's no bad ones. When we got the history of the place, they're all sweet, caring, nice spirits. That's kind of unusual for us. Usually there's always one dark, creepy one that wants to hurt you.
Yeah,
somewhere.
Nice being in a nice change of pace, being in a nice place.
So this portrait by the door right here, this is Henry McPike.
Oh, handsome guy.
One of the known spirits that are still here.
He had a nice hairdo.
He married Mary, the love of his life. I want to say 1851 or 2. I don't remember that exactly right now. Mm-hmm. But they had 5 children together. James, and Jenny. And then Alice, their 3rd child, died as an infant of teething, if you can believe that one. At 14
like infection?
Well, they used to put laudanum on their teeth back then, so that's an opiate.
Mm-hmm. Oh, okay.
So I'm thinking, maybe that was an accidental type thing. But yeah, I never even thought about the infection. That's a good thought too. But anyway, and then they had John Haley, and then Robert Samuel died as an infant at 6 months old. That was in the newspaper. Mary, his first wife, died about 9 months later of some kind of heart condition. So she was pretty young. I think she was 34 when she passed away. And she is one of the spirits of the house, as well as, of course, Henry and Lydia and James and his wife, Jenny, and Sarah. And I said Lydia. And then we have a couple children's spirits. After Mary passed away, he remarried a couple years later in 1869, and that was when they were building this house, 1869, 71, for a couple years. He had many vineyards and orchards and, rare trees and flowers and shrubs and things like that. He was on the committee to bring the Lincoln Douglas debates here in 1858. He sat on the platform with Abraham Lincoln as a Republican representative. I'm sure that was quite an honor. He and Abraham Lincoln were friends, actually, And so he and Mr. Trumbull were in the telegraph room when Abraham Lincoln found out that he had become president. But so Henry really lived a very long life. He lived in this house for about 40 years. Actually, he died in 1910 at the age of 85. The story about that is that he went down to Florida for the winter. He extended over to Cuba, came back, was seen around town in the spring of the year, like in April, and he contracted a cold and died. That's what the newspaper said. I probably would guess that it was pneumonia, and of course, I don't think they had antibiotics or anything like that back then. So, and again, Mary, his first wife, is one of the spirits, as well as Sarah. We think that Sarah was a personal attendant, like maybe wrote letters for the family or whatever. And then James and Jenny, and they are two of the spirits of the house. Gertrude, one of their daughters, shows up sometimes, as well as Lydia. His dad is one of the spirits of the mansion. He died in the house in 1876, I'm assuming of old age. That was in the newspaper. As well as his mother-in-law, Mary's mom, Eliza, died in the house in 1873. Again, I assume of old age, because it was in the newspaper. So there are people who have died in the house. I don't know of any terrible, tragedy or anything like that. We do have 3 children's spirits. We think that we do have a picture of an African-American little boy. We think his name is Zach. And then a brother and sister, Abigail and Adam. We think that Jenny is more of our trickster. She doesn't do anything bad, but like she might touch someone's hair or their ear or, tug on their hair a little bit or things like that. Sometimes we see balls of light down here, or, there's no really breeze in here, so sometimes you might feel a breeze go by you, or, you might be colder on one side than the other. Sometimes it looks lighter in one place more than the other. So I would say a variety of things, but they're all pretty subtle things. Henry himself comes in darker than the dark. I think it's because he has a day coat on, that's what they did. And and he tends to walk around. And I have seen his shadow, and James sometimes tends to be a pacer, so you might hear talking. You might smell a lady's cologne or a man's cigar or pipe. Paul and Shuggy Lashiger, I think, are 2 of the spirits of the house, and they were the last ones to live here in the house. After Henry died, the house went to his son, John Haley, who was not the same businessman as Henry. And according to the newspapers, he had more difficulty with business. And the rumor is that he lost the mansion and the property in a poker game.
They were actually going to tear down this structure, but fortunately for us, that never happened. But it doesn't go without saying that the building has some repairs that need to be done.
You gotta love it.
So you are limited on where you can go in here, just for safety reasons. You can't get access to the upper level, and we'll show you why.
So, these are the steps to the 2nd floor. But if you look right there, you can kind of see where the floor is falling apart. And in other parts of the house also, it's not even like flooring, it's just the beams, and the beams are actually kind of rotten, so can't go up there. Don't want to fall through.
Yeah, safety first.
Might take an ambulance a while to get here.
So you have access to this front area that we're in. She said that we can walk through this area and set up a camera, maybe just send one person back there, not like all of us truck back there, but we can set a camera up and see if we catch anything back there. We have access to this room right here and this room here.
White chair.
And they do like sell souvenirs if you want to come and grab a souvenir. So all kinds of stuff here for sale. And it's really not a bad price if you want to come check out this place for yourself. It's $30 a person. So we paid $120 for from 6 to midnight, so 6 hours, and we're the only ones here, so you get the place to yourself. So you get access to these and the cellar, which we will show you shortly, and all of the grounds. And I think all the proceeds go to kind of restoration of the home. So.
Yeah, they do. It goes right back into, hey, there it is again. It goes right back into helping them renovate this place and keeping it from falling apart. So that's always good. You know that your money's hard at work.
We've set up the REM pod because we were curious to see if it was going to be going crazy.
There it is on the floor. All powered on.
Because our last location, the McPike Mansion, this thing was going bonkers. At first, we got no activity with it all night, and then it was kind of like whatever or whoever was there figured out how to use it. They were like, I'm going to use it to aggravate the shit out of you. I'm going to do an EVP session just because it's been a while since we've done one of these. Actually, I think the only time we've ever done one has been Penhurst Asylum.
Yep. Only other place was Waverly Hills in the guys' room.
Yeah, so, and we've never really gotten anything, but we're going to give it a go here. Is there anybody here with us right now?
My name's Jody. Can you tell us your name?
How many of you are here in the house with us?
Are there any kids here?
Henry, are you here with us? Were you heartbroken when you heard that Abraham had been killed?
Alright, y'all want to see if we got anything? Nothing. I'm not getting anything over here. We've settled on 79. Around 79. It keeps bouncing around 79.2. Nothing. I haven't got any lights go off yet.
No cat balls.
Let me show you.
What are you showing us? So we have several cat balls set up around the room. Those go off if you just come up and just barely touch them. Or you can, like they said, use the flashlight to communicate. We can do yes or no questions. Or actually, we got something new. Some little dowsing rods.
Yep.
We've never used these before, so.
So if they cross, that's no.
If they cross over each other like this,
Yeah.
that'll be a yes.
And if they push away from
They
each other.
push away, that'll be a no.
Okay.
Come closer.
Where do we need to go? Henry, if you're here, did you ever do anything shady in your business? In any of your businesses?
Shady dealings.
Yeah.
Strange for a little piece of change.
You kind of take some money you shouldn't have.
Are you mad?
Peter.
Peter? As Peter who we're talking to?
Peter. Are you Peter?
trying not to like grip these too hard.
Got that good grip strength.
They'll be like, I can't move this, bitch. You feel how hard you hold them?
You and your man ass.
Too strong.
Got a 1 down here.
Is it okay that we're here?
I just heard something.
What was that?
Sound like it might have been upstairs.
Can you knock on something?
If I knock, will you knock back?
I feel this one over here on my right. I can feel like something trying to push it.
You got that kung fu grip.
Yeah, this one over here is like, I can't push that. Your old man hands. It's too strong on it. You see how it's going further and further out?
Mm-hmm.
Because I can feel it's just gently like it pushes and then it's like I guess like has to like regroup like strength, I guess, and then pushes a little bit more. Are you testing these out? Look, now it's pushing this one. Maybe it's the answer to your question.
Oh, well, it could be.
That was no.
Yeah. I didn't think you were shady. Just, you had a lot of businesses. We got a cat
Did
ball
you
over
set
here.
the cat ball off?
Behind Jody.
Oh, I was finna say I see a flashing, but
It's-
I couldn't figure out. I'm like, it was reflecting over there, so I was about to turn the camera that way.
So whatever it's answering is a hardcore no because it's pushing them wider and wider.
Like, can you feel it?
I like moving.
Yeah.
I can feel something like
pushing them.
yes. Like, because it was this one at first, you could just barely feel it like pushing, and then it would like take a break, and then it would push again, and then it would take a break.
I wish
And
we had.
this one wasn't doing anything, and now it's out too. It's like it let go.
Like it's trying to go back to the middle.
Yeah, because like a minute ago, it wouldn't even go back. Like when I tried to like kind of move and kind of get them to go back normal.
I see that one on your right hand is more straight than what it was.
I did not do that.
What?
That's not me.
Oh, to go back off?
Yes. Thank you for setting that off again.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You can touch one of the other ones too. Or are you just being shy? Okay, whoever was touching the cat ball over there, if you'll come over here, can you cross these or make them go outward? Either one, just to let me know that you're here. Oh, I see what you're talking about.
You can feel it.
Yeah,
Just
the one
barely
on the left,
tapping.
The one on the left is coming inward. You got it. Make them cross. It's like it's trying to do both of them, but it can't.
Mm-hmm. So it just does one at a time a little bit. Or does one all together and then starts on the other one.
Yeah. So like the left one is way further along than this one, but it feels like it's pushing the right one.
So my camera here is doing something it's never done since we've had it. It's trying to overheat.
What?
I have a little yellowish orange box with the picture of like a temperature thermostat with an arrow pointing up. It has never done that. My battery is also at 45%.
So it's been
It was 100%, and the only time it's been used was the intro there, like when we went behind, to the thing, and then here. Hasn't been turned on since. Because Renee used my phone
to record
her.
Okay.
So.
All right. If you're using the battery over there to get whatever power you can for these, make them cross back again. Make them cross over each other.
Because we've never had, like last night, it recorded.
And we recorded in freaking hotter than this in Disney World.
Yeah, and it's not, but it's steadily like the back of this thing.
It's getting hot.
I can even feel the heat coming off of like the buttons.
Well, these are being pushed together.
So you're taking the battery from my camera. Sneaky, sneaky.
I feel like it's getting faster with the moving of them.
Are you getting faster because you're taking that battery?
Are we crossing for a yes? Or separating for a yes?
Oh, well, I didn't specify, did I? Is this getting easier because you're using the battery? If so, make them go away from each other now. It's slowly but surely.
I see that one moving.
Because they were almost right on top of each other. But
it's further away.
Yeah, it's getting further away.
Is there anything happening on that?
I've been trying to watch this, but I don't see anything on this.
I think it's at a 0.
Mm-hmm. None of the other devices have gone off.
Except for that cat ball twice.
Yeah. Contact, I guess. Are you from the McPike Mansion? Did you just attach to that thing?
You were supposed to stay there?
Is this Billy? We told you can't look at our hoo-haws.
Yeah, Billy. Absolutely not, bud.
I meant it.
Well, we already told you.
Did it say and I did?
No, it said I meant it.
Oh.
Well, we meant no consent.
Can you back away from the REM pod and let it shut off?
At least momentarily.
We got a 2 over here on this thing. It's bouncing between a 1 and a 2. Did you enjoy your time as being mayor here of Alton? Alright, let's see if we got anything. That's a different one.
That's a
Yeah.
blue. That's a little closer.
I feel like since we were getting green constantly, it makes you think, it could be like a malfunction. But that's a different
But then
color.
it goes to a different color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it's something different.
Okay, can you step away from that so we can listen and see if we can hear you? If you answered us?
Is it okay if we turn that off so we can hear the responses on the recorder?
Crazy with the flashlight and went off.
Well, that just means that whatever was that lamp really using the flashlight.
I like that.
Alright, we're going to turn this off for just a second.
Popping boots.
Yeah.
Did it die?
Are you messing with us?
I don't think it recorded anything.
You probably
It
didn't.
did. It had 2 minutes and something on here. I saw it. And when I went to push play, it just shut off.
Let me see.
Because the last one we did was like 3 minutes and something. We're up to a 3 on this. 8.
Oh. I wonder if they're messing with that because we turned the other one off. Was that you or me? Did you see that?
What?
The light? Was that your light or my light?
Was it
I don't know.
was it a
What did
cat
do?
ball?
No, it wasn't a cat. It was something got really bright and then went back to normal.
Oh, mine hadn't changed.
I mean, and just from right here, it
Maybe
looked
something
like
walked in front of the.
Where's the flashlight?
right here.
Beside
It
it.
would have
Was it
lit you
that?
guys up. No,
Oh.
it was like right here, like where these lights are, but it looked like something got like way brighter and then went back to normal.
All my hair standing up. Literally from the middle of my calf to my head, and only hardly have no hair up here. But I can feel it like
Tingly.
Yeah, like tingly, just
To your ball sack.
no.
From the window to
Seriously.
the wall?
Moron.
Oh.
That's probably talking about me because I'm messing
with the camera.
Yeah. I'm just trying to set it down so I can get a better angle. Sorry.
It's okay. You can laugh at Phil. All right, there. Reset it. Can you turn it off?
It's trying.
You got it. You getting there?
Almost.
There you
All
go.
right.
Good job.
Thank you.
Where's Lydia? It's on.
Flashlight's back on.
Are we talking to Lydia right now? You can turn that off if it's a yes.
All right.
All right.
Nice to meet you, Lydia. Glad you're here hanging out with us.
I come and go.
So you come and go from the house?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you for answering.
Can you turn it back off?
Somebody tapping.
Sound like
Oh,
somebody trying.
but it may have been like this makes.
Almost sound like somebody trying to. Thank you for turning it off.
Please go.
Okay.
Do you want us to go downstairs?
Are you scared?
Can't be doing that.
Why you automatically look at me? No. If that's directed at me, since how my wife seems to think it was. Literally just standing there. I like how that automatically had to be directed at me.
Are we supposed to be scared?
Down.
Down. I
Down.
asked, did it want us to go downstairs?
All right.
All right, we'll grab our stuff and we'll head down.
If you want to come hang out with us, that's where we're going.
Or something.
I thought they were the fake ones.
No, those are real. They're just wet.
They're crusty. Dusty.
I could see there being like lots of black widows down here.
No, they like to be under things.
Or like brown recluse.
I don't think those are up this far. But they probably have some other. It's almost like steady, like taps. And then it'll come in and it'll be like a more constant static.
Well,
And it'll go back and now it's just like tap, 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 tap.
No.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah, no.
That's not it at all.
No.
Well, that's what it sounds like to me.
Are you trying to say something else?
138.
Good Lord.
as soon as I dipped the camera down, it went to
I
0.
wonder if it's which one's the trickster?
I mean, as soon as I
One of
went,
the kids, I think.
it dipped down. It was like 0. Doing something.
I can't speak.
Is that why you're messing with the microphone? Alright, I'll give you some.
You don't have to speak. You can light up the cat balls.
I've taken the
That's
power.
weird.
I've taken the power off of the interface.
So guys, just in case you don't know what's going on, we just started a Estes method. So you see Renee is blindfolded and she has noise canceling headphones in. She's listening to the ghost box, hoping to relay back anything that she hears.
Do you keep messing with the microphone over here?
I use.
I use.
Or are you using the microphone to try to talk?
What's your name?
William.
William?
Which person is that?
William is from yesterday.
It's not anybody that's supposed
Who
to
summons?
Hmm?
be hearing something over here. Are you making noise in this corner over here? Trying to get our attention?
But it was more so where it was like in the corner,
Mhm.
I think, anyway. That time sounded more
Laughing.
like, I'd love to laugh with you. Can you give me your name again? Did you hear it?
Mhm.
That was back in the corner again.
Yeah.
Tick.
Oh, that wasn't you moving your foot?
No. That
No,
was
like I was moving a minute ago.
No, just now.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah, it was in the corner.
Hmm.
Can you tell me who's over here in the corner?
Pretty far from God.
That sounds pretty dark. You got chills? I'm getting chills on this side. You chilled up? Is that you touching Jody over there? You're getting close to her?
I disregard that because it's like that the name. So one of y'all was around me though.
Year.
Are you asking what year it is? She just said year.
It's 2023. It's 2020.
It just has by oh.
It's 2023.
So the static quit for a minute.
Something which. I couldn't understand it.
Okay.
The static cut out for a minute, like the
Mm-hmm.
ticking, and it sounded like someone whispering, and then it picked back up.
They earlier sounded like they said they're trying to use that to.
Yeah. If you're trying to use this to talk, it is picking up everything that you're doing. And hopefully we can hear it later.
Can you say it again?
Can you say it real loud?
What is happening?
We're just trying to talk to you.
Are you confused about where you are?
Is that you?
That was something. To me, it sounded like it was back that way.
It sounded like a guy trying to say witch again.
You got nothing on witch? Did you maybe think somebody was a witch?
Dog.
You didn't like dogs.
These are like,
I can be extra.
me too, friend. Me too. I understand. I'm with you.
Some
Hi.
music playing.
Wait a minute.
Hey, dog.
Well, hello.
How you doing?
All right, hear me out. We got Peter on the voice thing earlier in the first room,
Mm-hmm.
and then that started going off, right? Wasn't one of the last owners of Peter or something? Who was one of the last owners?
I can't remember the names. There's so many of
Oh,
them.
yeah.
All the stuff that I have is literally just on like the McPikes.
I know. We need to remember to ask her who the last owners were.
Yeah.
Because I feel like one of them was Peter or something. Did you set the REM pod off over here? We know you can set it off. Can you step away from it?
Nope, I'm gonna get closer.
Every time we ask
There we
for
go.
it to step away, it gets closer. It's so
Something
weird.
I couldn't understand. Delivered.
Hey, now, Paul Leishinger, I guess is how you say it,
Who are we really?
Yes.
was one of the owners, and he rented rooms to other people, and he died in the home.
So that's
That would have been one of the last
yeah.
ones
He's the
in
one that
here.
turned the whole upstairs into apartments.
Because it was a 222.
That means
It's just so funny how that REM pod hasn't gone off at all up there or down here.
Yeah.
But then once it does,
lights and something like that.
Do you like the lights and
lights
the
and the
noise?
noise. Do you like the lights and the noise that the REM pod makes over here when you get close to it? Is that why you keep setting it off and getting real close?
Does it seem like a toy?
Because once it goes off,
It just stays on.
it goes crazy.
James was the one that had the unfortunate, like, he wasn't very good at business, right?
Mm-hmm. The sun, yeah.
Yeah.
James, if you're here, I'm sorry that you didn't quite get your dad's business sense. I bet that must have been rough, especially considering what your dad built up. If you're having trouble speaking, try yelling. Maybe we can hear you.
Piano music. More piano music. More.
Are you trying to make music with the REM pod?
Sure.
Okay.
All right. Thanks for the answer.
Do you like playing? I noticed there's a
More piano music.
I noticed there's a piano
On
upstairs.
the top.
That's it.
Would you
There
like
is no
playing?
God.
Well,
Why do you say that? Are you saying you're far from God because you think you're stuck here and not in heaven?
Sounded kind of like the guy trying to say the witch.
So this owner and Henry said second wife. He thought.
Ask. Psycho.
Did you?
I can.
Did you think your second wife was a psycho? Is that why you called her a witch?
And then what?
Who is the witch?
It goes in the 19 something.
Is that when you were still making wine?
Quick, Jody. Well, when did Henry die?
I know he's like 85.
So this place was built in 1869.
Okay.
Henry dies. Okay,
The way.
then McPike died in 1910.
So
His
maybe that's,
family lived here till 1936.
does that happen?
You get what?
Does it happen to say like what happened to the grapes or the wine after he died? Like when did they stop making it or?
That means
It actually hasn't said much of anything
About the
about.
wine.
It talks more about him being into horticulture
So I
Him
wonder.
growing the grapes.
than
Yeah.
what it does.
And they were
like,
ripe.
Oh yeah, okay,
physically.
okay.
They were ripe.
were
So
ripe.
he picked them.
They were ripe until 19 something, and now that I'm saying all of this, I have chills going all over my. It is getting stronger. It's getting stronger. It's getting stronger. It's
You
getting
should have
stronger.
that thing
It
to
is
see
getting
your
stronger.
temperature.
Yeah.
It is. It's
that
fading.
means
Oh, I got it.
Nope. Now it's down to my knees.
I got it.
It's coming back. Like it's literally feels like there's electricity running from my knees to my feet right now.
So you loved growing things so much, you even had your
take
own
on.
grape. But you're upset because no one kept up with it.
That's what I was gonna say. Like
Yeah.
by 19, him when he passed, that's when it.
Everything
No
felt,
more
no one took
grapes.
care of it anymore.
Yeah.
Does that bother you, Henry?
Dog.
Dog again?
Yeah.
Just whenever I looked just then, it was at 0. Well, we know you didn't have a fondness for dogs, but you were okay with cats since they,
Served their purpose.
yeah.
Who is the witch? I wonder if he thinks this is witchcraft.
That could be a good question. Henry, do you think this is witchcraft because we have all these lights and all these devices here?
Single.
Well, and other people come down here and try to hold seances and communicate too. Do you think they're witches?
You could quit.
Maybe this one is talking to whichever one is messing with that one. Like, you can quit at any time. Like, please, you aggravating me at this point, you know?
Are you talking about this device over here, or are you talking about us quitting?
I don't know, but whoever's messing with that one, I wish they'd back off for at least a few minutes because it's starting to give me a freaking headache.
Ever since it's come on, it's been just constant.
Yeah.
You want me to kill it?
Yeah, I guess.
It's a lot.
Because whenever they were semi away from it, where it was just doing green and blue, it wasn't too bad. But now that they've been purple and red in it,
It's a lot.
and that high pitch is like,
It's a lot.
1940 something.
Okay, about 40 something.
Beds.
So
Beds.
Henry was 1910.
mm-hmm.
Piano music.
Family lived in the home until 1936.
So it would have been someone after that, which would have been.
Well, so the Paul Laschinger died
Ask something.
in 1945.
Ask.
Ask.
It's
Okay.
the same voice all 3 times, a female voice.
about ask.
Can we ask what your name is? Who are we talking to?
It's
Did you live here with Paul?
what is happening.
We're trying to communicate.
It's
This place has been unoccupied since the 1950s, around 54.
Okay. But Paul passed in 45.
Well, yeah.
So maybe she passed after that.
Are you married?
I need to train or transfer. I don't know. It's like cut off. I keep hearing something like a coin flip.
Gambling. Wonder if
Is that
that
James?
James, remember he gambled the house away.
Yeah.
And there goes my arms getting chills. Now they're dying off.
James, are you flipping a coin?
Hey guys.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi. Who just
And that was twice, but the first time I was like, I don't think they said that. And then it said it more clearly.
Well, hi. Who were we talking to that just told us hi?
Did someone...
Hey. Enjoy. It sounded like it said enjoy the drink.
Oh, well, this was a wine cellar. Are you trying to get it, like, let us take some wine?
$1,000.
I wonder if that's James. Are you trying to tell us we could take wine for $1,000?
So you can keep up with the house?
You destroyed it.
I didn't destroy the house.
Wonder if they're outside arguing.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it sounds
On
like.
set.
Henry and James.
Oh, yeah. That's
Maybe
true.
it was James flipping the coin,
Oh,
saying.
Got chills?
yeah, it's fine. But it's more
Is
That's
it
how
like-
mine was.
here.
Felt like electricity going from my knees to my feet.
Yes, because it's tingly. Why?
Yep, that's
Henry,
how mine
are,
was.
are you and James having an argument about what happened to the house and your grapes?
Who's the pacer? It's going again. It's going again. It's right here. This is,
I heard the tap.
it's like being filled with.
It's not like anxiety. It's like
No,
it's like
it's
being
like an actual
filled
physical
with.
energy.
To me, it felt like it.
When you stayed up too long and the console TV did
It's the white static.
yes.
Yeah.
That's what mine felt like at first, like electricity running through me, and then like almost like I had like a vibrator,
But it's from
this tingly,
like the bottom.
and then it went from here and it worked, and then it got to my, and then it was
And it
just
stayed
my
there.
just my knees to my feet, that area.
Like I can be like, ooh,
Yeah.
chill bumps, but then it's like,
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
it's fucking strange.
Yeah.
But James was the pacer, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
I wonder if that's because he was always worried. You know, like
He's anxious.
when you're poor.
Yeah, you're always worried about everything.
Yeah.
right?
Because he wasn't as good at business as
he
I
him.
got it.
Yeah.
So he's probably worried about how he was.
Introduce.
I got the chills.
Well, you can introduce yourself. If you don't know who we are, I'm Phil. The one you're talking with is Renee. And
I'm Jody.
And I'm Josh. And we're just trying to figure out your story. We're trying to figure out who we're talking to and make sure we get the story right.
we're very intrigued right now because it definitely seems like with the answers Renee is giving
I'm
us,
dead.
So you do know that you're dead.
we understand there's nothing wrong with that. We're still trying to communicate with you though. We're very intrigued because it definitely seems like we're talking
right
to
path.
and talking to more than one person too.
The it's, when it goes it's, and then it stops, it almost feels like it's going to be like word vomit,
Mm,
and then it stops.
yeah.
Like it's like trying to unburden itself, and then it's like, no, I'm not going to do that.
Yeah.
which is almost like a hyper masculine
Ask.
kind of thing.
We are.
We are hyper masculine.
It feels like Henry and James.
Yeah.
Henry, were you disappointed with James?
We know you probably loved your son, but you put a lot of work in. And it seems like James didn't quite understand business the way that you did.
Which is fine. I mean, some people got the business gene and some don't.
And as far as James, like,
Something. I sound like I have to be extra something.
okay, James, you don't have to put as much pressure on yourself.
No, it's okay that you weren't as good at business as your dad. I mean, not every gene gets passed from parent to kid. That's okay.
Even then,
Photograph.
there's a photograph of Henry in the
In the thing, yeah. Right inside the door.
Yep. So James, also too, like, you probably weren't even interested.
Ask.
So James, what did you want to do besides take over everything?
Operate.
Did you want to be an operator? Maybe work with
Or
machinery?
a surgeon.
Or yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Or did you want to be an like a surgeon to operate on people?
Wait, didn't she say that they had some sort of thing for corrugated boxes?
I don't know.
I don't remember.
Wasn't that one of his businesses?
Might have been.
Oh yeah, something with boxes.
It was a
Yeah.
paper company that had something to do with corrugated boxes.
It's
And I got a little tingly. Jane, did you just want to be an operator at the paper company? Like, maybe you didn't want all that pressure on you and you felt comfortable just being an operator. Is that true?
yeah.
Okay.
Boom.
And there's nothing wrong with just wanting to be an operator and
I got full
Try
body-
again. I think it said.
Try again.
I got full body chills.
Calm. Or calm, one or the other.
Do you feel a little like, we understand where you're coming from.
yeah.
Like, it, especially to the children, it seems unfair for that amount of pressure to be put on you.
It does.
Yeah, because I imagine you would have felt like you could have just been an operator if you would have had other siblings that could have taken over.
Yeah,
Two.
someone else could have been more interested in this. Did you say two?
Said two.
Yeah, there were other people who could have helped.
How many children did Henry have?
Oh, a ton. A whole bunch.
But didn't.
Brothers though, so that's because typically it would have been.
It would have went to the males.
But that's what I'm saying. I remember her saying some kids died, like at birth.
Yeah, so.
And one was really young.
One was really young, like a toddler. One or two were at birth or right after
Right,
birth.
So Robert Samuel was a baby.
Robert.
It's
Okay, that's one.
Alice was a toddler.
us, or yes. Wait.
Any more guy names?
Okay, so you got James Henry McPike, 1855 to 1880. I mean, that's still pretty young.
Remember that.
John Haley,
Do you remember that?
Eugene Fairfield. Well, that's actually all of the males.
So what was it? Two after John?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So
It
two.
has.
James Henry,
It was two
John
after
Haley.
It would have been two other
Eugene Fairfield.
boys,
Yeah.
two
So
other
that's
boys.
3 males.
And so James got all the pressure put on him,
Yep.
the other two didn't.
Because it says on about having if he would have had siblings, and then he answered two.
Yeah.
So he did have two that could have helped, but they.
Are you even a sports fan?
Not particularly.
I
La la la.
I'm actually a sports fan.
No,
I ended
that
up-
made sense because James was the eldest
The eldest.
male
Mhm.
child.
So everything
Right.
would have been put on him, and the other two died young.
Yep.
So they weren't able to step in
To help.
Well,
Yep.
but here's the thing though. So James would have died, hold on. James was 1855 to 1880. John Haley, 1861 to 1936.
So they would have been alive.
Wake up.
Yeah, because James is out in 1880.
Customer.
And Eugene,
But that still would have been, he would have been 10 when
yeah,
James died.
right.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wake.
it doesn't, like, regardless, there's still two.
There's still two
Yeah,
males.
two more
Yeah.
that could have helped.
It's
Can you finish that sentence?
year.
The year now is 2023.
Hey, dog.
Hey.
Again? Again with the hay dog.
The dog cracks me up.
It's 19. Wake.
I feel like it's looping.
Yeah. That's why I'm wondering, like, a lot of this stuff around here doesn't necessarily seem intelligent, it seems residual.
Yeah.
So it's like, it keeps happening over and over and over and over again. And then occasionally, we're getting intelligent responses.
Yeah. You're what?
What is impressed?
Are you impressed with us
It's
putting together what you were trying to say? Piecing the puzzles together?
really
So I feel like we were getting intelligent responses, like at least enough for us to kind of put everything in, and then it was like,
Yep. Loop something.
Yeah. and now it just feels like it's kind of picking up like random.
Well,
It's almost like with the dowsing rods, like why was context like
sounded like it said you people are a joke,
Awesome.
but I loves you. Ah, hey,
hey.
that sounded like a child.
Are you trying to have fun? We try not to take ourselves too seriously.
7-6.
His brother's name is William.
Whose brother?
In
Henry's?
his will, and this is a JSTOR
Have you?
article, so they're all scholarly, peer-reviewed, and sourced. In his will,
Ask
written by his own
between.
hand, I hereby give and bequeath to my brother William C. McPike
How sure?
of Kansas City, Missouri, the bound volumes and publications of our father,
Ask.
the late Judge John McPike, blah, 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 blah.
Germany.
Blah, blah. Yeah, so his brother's name was William.
Did
It.
you,
So there's
William-
And
there's
I.
a William connection.
William, are you in?
Ask.
I'm trying to. Sorry. William, are you in here with us too, talking? Because we know you said William earlier. So, William, are you in here with us? Or Henry, were you trying to tell us about William?
Prophets.
Oh, and where he went to in Florida
Mm-hmm.
was St. Petersburg.
What's
It said Peter, but that's obviously a stretch.
yeah,
But yeah.
yeah.
Stop recording.
Okay, all right.
Okay.
I promise I'm not.
All right, guys. So, when he has to stop recording, I actually cut it off.
Both cameras.
Both
are on.
cameras.
And.
Okay.
And so while the camera was off, it said we were like, all right. So we stopped recording. We turned them off.
It laughed.
It laughed, and then Josh said, are you laughing because we actually turned the camera off? And as soon as he asked it, Renee said,
You
gotta believe it. And then it laughed again. So that's what you guys kind of
Yeah.
missed out on. But
We turned the cameras off to actually see if we would get a response. Like, we didn't know for sure if we were going to get a response. And then we got exactly what happened.
It's the witch again.
We don't know who the witch is.
yeah, we're not sure about that.
It's
Unless, I wonder if it's trying to say that the second wife, like she's referring to herself as the witch, like my mother would do.
Wait, but the second one
Ask.
isn't supposed to be like one of the things here.
Oh, okay.
Are you ready for us to leave the house?
Do you think we're witches?
So there were two voices. One kind of sounded like yeah, and then the other one sounded kind of like gotta go.
Okay.
That could have actually been both of our questions.
Yeah.
One says,
Way to play.
I wonder if one of them was like a genuine smartass.
Yeah.
Like a top tier, like smartass.
Whoop-a-dee-doo.
Yeah. Glad you figured it out.
yeah, way to play the game and
Yeah.
figure it out.
Thanks for
So it
showing
could
up.
have been answering, one could have been answering, gotta go, for are you ready to leave? And then
Yeah.
you asked
Yeah,
and I said, yeah.
so we're witches.
From the leader.
Well, we're not witches.
No.
Freaks.
Oh. Okay.
Thanks.
No.
That's probably true. Yeah.
You got jokes, huh?
Yeah. I'm okay with that.
Are you being?
To the Jets. It's
What?
To the Jets.
Too legit to quit?
Too legit to quit.
sounded like it said posery. Nailed it.
Nailed it.
So we're a bunch of posers. We all have imposter syndrome.
Yeah. We're
Yeah.
We've been called out
Yeah.
to fucking freaks.
Yeah.
Are you being an intentional smartass?
Please say this.
We actually enjoy sarcasm, so this is great.
Yeah, we thrive in this.
If you thought you were being offensive, you were wrong.
Yeah, things just got so amazing. Wait till we trauma dump on you.
Right. We already had your therapy session.
Yeah.
Just wait till we start.
Come on, boys. Take a seat. It's my turn.
My head.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Now your head hurts all of a sudden.
Try.
Try and dump on it. Go on, try.
Well, Henry, it all started.
It all started in 1981.
Yeah.
So I wonder if it's Henry or if it's
James.
No. The one that was the prankster,
Jenny.
What?
Jenny.
Jenny.
Wonder which one is making the comments.
I kind of feel like, because if Henry was real jovial, it seems like it'd be like a Henry
Play.
kind of conversation. That's just like what it, like gut feel.
It could be, yeah.
Yeah.
I was just thinking with the prankster thing just kind of entered my mind. Like, yeah,
I
because
think,
with her saying it, it was almost
It's
like,
called,
not
necessarily tea.
Moving on.
It's just cold.
moving
oh
on.
God.
We're not debating this no more.
Yeah, not
No
talking
more.
about it.
No.
Yep.
You're either gonna figure it out. We're gonna play this game, or we're not.
Yep.
Leave it on.
So what's next?
On each
Here
other.
for the love and kind. Be extra.
That's like my daily affirmation. Thank you.
Be loved, be kind, and be extra. I like it.
Oh,
I like it.
We're getting life advice from the other side.
Hike.
Yeah.
Support
like
the
it.
freaks.
Look, McPike just gave me my next tattoo.
Yep.
Be loved, be kind, be extra.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is the quote.
To adventure way.
That movie.
Yep.
Look, there's your next t-shirt.
Introduce.
There's your next t-shirt. It's right there.
Yeah.
Be
Be
kind.
loved,
Be
be
kind.
loved, be kind, be extra.
Love
Exit
it.
to adventure.
Exit to adventure on the back. Thanks, Henry. I hope you don't mind. We're gonna take your advice and
Sick shit.
sick shit.
What?
She said sick shit.
Henry! Henry!
Hey,
I hear you, big dog. Or I guess you didn't like dogs. I hear you, big cat.
nothing here but
Okay.
Did you not get anything on the pictures?
Mm-mm.
Nope, nothing here.
No.
That's what he's telling you.
Literally.
There ain't nothing here. You ain't getting me on that camera.
Nothing
Yeah.
here, bud.
Can't sit here.
You want anything, you go take a picture of mine by the door. That's all you're gonna get.
Nothing here, bud.
Like I saw you picking up that witchy device, and I walked out of the room. You notice that she was taking pictures, it got quiet,
Yeah, like no responses, no nothing.
and he's like, "Oh, she's not
'Cause
doing
we
it
were even
anymore."
talking about the grapes.
Yeah,
That should have been something to,
well,
you know.
he's like, "All right, she's through trying to take my picture."
oh show.
For show.
Like show.
Oh my god.
Maybe Henry's been around long enough to pick up some of the vernacular.
Yeah.
I mean, you could. I mean, you think about like,
He expanded his lexicanical
Yeah.
knowledge.
I mean, as many people have probably been through here
Yeah.
between doing the investigations, doing the tour.
Yeah.
He's bound to hear the way
The
people
words.
talk now,
Yeah.
pick up stuff. Maybe the lady that owns it now plays the radio or something.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna sit this right here and get Renee up.
Heyo.
Right whenever I touched her.
Heyo.
Look, right whenever I touched you, I said, I'm gonna wake Renee up. You went, hey-oh, like somebody trying to, hey-oh.
My eyes are not wet, but it felt like when the mask was on, like my eyes were watering almost, but they're
Really?
not wet.
But
That's the funny thing, because I thought when I took that mask off, I would have like tears. And then at one point, like I felt, which I couldn't tell because it does feel a little wet.
I
Maybe.
mean, it says
It's
if you,
dark.
It does right here.
I
So
turned
yeah,
the
my
light
eyes
on,
were
it's dark.
watering.
it says if you go deep enough, your eyes will water.
And then at one point, which I couldn't tell because if y'all saw me going,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
it was because I was fighting turd cramps.
Renee set this down to record the thing and it ain't even recording. It's been paused the entire time. Yeah. The whole time it's been sitting there, it's been on pause.
Whoops.
My bad.
And then at one point, I started getting like a pretty bad pain in my side right here.
Did you get a cold at all?
No, but at one point, it was not like all the hair standing up, but it almost felt like something
Electricity?
like running up my back.
Like an electrical charge going up
Kind
your
of
back.
like it was kind of like pushing hair, but it wasn't like standing on end.
Yep. Like an electrical charge.
That's fucking weird.
All of every single one of us has had it in here.
My legs are cold.
All right, guys. Well, that does it for us here at McPike Mansion. Hope you enjoyed the video as much as we enjoyed making it and all the footage that you got to see of the bantering back and forth. It's been a great experience here. It's probably one of the best investigating experiences that I've had personally.
So if you're like into, like kind of curious about ghost hunting or something like that, this would be a good place to travel to start because, like we said earlier in the video, there's really no malevolent spirits here.
Yeah.
Nothing that really seems like it wants to harm you or anything like that. And it's really not that scary.
Yeah.
So this would be a good place to come.
Just always remember, anytime you're doing any investigation, especially if you come here, be respectful, okay? Be respectful to the beings that are here, and it'll go a long way. So.
And, come support the McPike Mansion.
Yep.
And, let's get this place back up to what it used to be.
Yep. You guys down the road to the next exit.
Keep it spooky.
Later.